What's up, all you Poke fanatics? It is I, Top 10 Pokemon, and today I bring to you another Top 10 list. Today, we will be focusing on one set and one set only, First Edition base. Now, I know what you're all thinking. This guy does a lot of Top 10 videos. Jeez Louise. Oh, what's that? His name's Top 10 Pokemon? Well, that makes sense. In honor of the upcoming Logan Paul First Edition base set box break, I thought I would go over with all of you the top 10 most expensive cards from First Edition base. Spoiler alert, they're all holographics. And a second spoiler alert, they're pretty much mostly all from PWCC auctions. So I thought this is a good idea for a video because I'd like to see what these cards go for before the box break and then what they go for after the box break to see what kind of fluctuations in price we're going to see from Logan Paul's influence. As always, before I get started, please give the video a like and subscribe to show your support to your brother in Pokemon. I really appreciate it. Let's get started right now with our number 10 most expensive card from base set. So our number 10 most expensive card from base set as of right now would be the Ninetales holographic First Edition PSA 10 that had sold back a couple months ago for over $15,000, but most recently in a PWCC auction sold for $12,220. Now this is the only other holographic card from base set that was a fire type Pokemon, and it is a beautiful iconic artwork. I love it, and it made the number 10 on our list. The number 9 most expensive card from base set at this present time would be the First Edition holographic Alakazam in PSA 10 that last went in auction for $15,100. I love this card. I love that deep purple holofoil in the background. It's one of my favorite cards from base set, and yeah, over $15,000 at this time. The number 8 most expensive card is not too far in front of Alakazam, and that is the First Edition PSA 10 Gyarados that went for a little over $15,000 at $15,580. Now this Gyarados isn't too far behind the Alakazam's price, and like I said before, pretty much all these cards are going to be coming out of PWCC auctions because anybody with these cards in PSA 10 are going to list through PWCC to get the most exposure possible. The number 7 most expensive card from base set is the holographic PSA 10 Hitmonchan that once sold, I believe back in November maybe, for $23,100, but more recently has come down to the price of $16,766 for its PSA 10 copy. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I believe all these cards are going to go up in value. It's just what happens when you have these mainstream mega popular YouTubers such as Logan Paul promoting these boxes and these cards. So I'm excited to see where this Hitmonchan is going to be next month or 2 months from now. The number 6 most expensive card from base set is the PSA 10 holographic Raichu First Edition Holo that went for $17,100 in the most recent auction. I would have thought the First Edition PSA 10 Raichu would have went a little bit higher on this list, but I guess when you compare it to the upcoming cards, number 6 is not a bad spot at all. The number 5 most expensive card from base set is the holographic PSA 10 Mewtwo card that went for over $20,000, $20,100 to be exact. Mewtwo, Charizard, Blastoise, these are all very fan favorite cards, so it makes sense to see this Mewtwo hit over $20,000 as a price point. The number 4 most expensive card comes in the form of one of the big 3, and that is the Venusaur PSA 10 First Edition that went most recently for $22,615. Now you may have thought at the start of this video that it would go Charizard, then Blastoise, then Venusaur, but no. It was a card that snuck in the top 3 that you wouldn't expect, so stay tuned. The number 3 most expensive First Edition base set card at this time is the PSA 10 First Edition Blastoise Holo that sold a month or 2 ago for $35,300, but more recently sold for $31,975, making this the number 3 most expensive card from this set. The number 2 most expensive card from First Edition base is the PSA 10 First Edition Chansey that has sold for over $36,000 before in a PWCC auction, but more recently sold for $32,433, just barely beating that PSA 10 Blastoise in value, but it could be a matter of next auction, the Blastoise could pull ahead. So the Chansey and the Blastoise are pretty neck and neck at this time as far as who's more valuable, but in the most recent listing, in the most recent auction, Chansey took second. As always with a top 10 list, I feel the need to give you an honorable mentions list, and here it is. A PSA 10 First Edition Clefairy card will cost you about $10,700. The Nidoking First Edition card will cost you about $10,100 for its PSA 10 copy. The First Edition Poliwrath in PSA 10 went recently for $11,300. The Zapdos PSA 10 First Edition Holo is the second lowest value holographic from this set at $9,100 in the most recent auction sale. And the most inexpensive holographic card from this set is the Shadowless First Edition Machamp that sold recently for $5,321. Why is this the lowest? Because this is the only holographic card that you had the potential of getting out of a theme deck, the Shadowless theme deck variant from the 2-player starter set. But let's not forget the non-holo cards from this set, which can fetch a very, very hefty price. We had the Red Cheeks Pikachu First Edition sell for $5,800 as a PSA 10. Now this card, back when Logan Paul first broke a base set booster box, was actually around the $10,000 mark, but over the past couple months, this card's come down to about $5,800 for a PSA 10. And the number one most expensive card from base set, I mean, there's no surprises here, is the First Edition PSA 10 Holo Charizard that had a sale maybe a couple months ago for $295,000 as a PSA 10. But the highest auction realized price on eBay from PWCC had this card going for $350,000 for a Gem Mint copy. But wait, there's more. We had an SGC graded 10 First Edition Charizard Holo that none other than the GOAT himself, SM Pratt, bought for $360,000, making it the highest publicly sold Charizard to date. Thank you everybody for watching. What do you think of this video? What do you think of these cards? And what do you think the value of these cards is going to be here at the end of this month once we get the Logan Paul hype train really trucking along? What do you think it's all going to be? Please give the video a like and subscribe. Check out my next video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.